What's up, everybody? Ponylover1989 here, and before I can go back to working out on a treadmill, I'm going to tell you another anime title. It is called Around the World with Willy Fogg. Around the World in 80 Days with Willy Fogg is a Japanese-Spanish animated TV show based on the 1873 novel Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne, produced by a Spanish studio BRB Internacional and Televisión Española, and animation by the Japanese studio Nippon Animation, that was first broadcasted at Anten 2 in 1983 and TVE1 in 1984. In the same vein as BRB's D'Artagnan and the Three Muskehounds, the characters are anthropomorphisms of the various animals, as the series depicted are much greater variety than in that of the series. The core trio are all felines being pursued by three canine foes. Willy Fogg, who is based on Phileas Fogg from the original book, is a lion, while Rigaud, the character based on Jean Passepartout, is a cat, and Romy, who's based on the Indian princess Oda, is a panther. The English dub of the series was directed by Tom Weiner, which featured artists such as Cam Clark as Rigaud, Gregory Snigoff as Inspector Dix, Steve Kramer as Constable Bully, and Mike Reynolds. While the series never achieved the popularity in the United States, a United Kingdom version found fame when it was broadcasted on children's BBC. The series was initially screened in 1984 in the United Kingdom and has been repeated many times since, and then on RTE in Ireland, while the other dubs gained the series fan bases in several other countries. The series was dubbed into Japanese and aired on Japan's TV Asahi in 1987, where it was titled Anime Hachijuchi-kan Sekai Ishu, which is titled Anime Around the World in 80 Days. With all the international versions, the height of popularity remains in Spain, where the sequel series Willy Fogg 2 was produced in 1993, which has characters in the adaptation of Verne's other science fiction novels, Journey to the Center of the Earth and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Furthermore, in 2008, the series spawned a live-action theatrical musical show in the celebration of its 25th anniversary. As with every morning since he moved into Savile Row, Willy Fogg awakens at 8 a.m., rings for his servant, only to remember that he fired him for the previous day for his inability to follow Fogg's precise schedule. He's already arranged an interview for a replacement, a former circus performer Rigaud, who is even now rushing towards Fogg's house to make an 11 a.m. appointment. Rigaud is accompanied by his old circus colleague Tico, who hides within his traveling bag, and prompts him through the interview, which gets off to a bad start when Rigaud arrives 4 minutes late. Nonetheless, Rigaud was hired by Fogg as his butler and soon departs for the Reform Club. At the club, the main topic of conversation is the recent theft of a 55,000 bit from the Bank of England, which was discussed till the bank's governor, Mr. Sullivan, arrives and requests a change of topic. Sullivan's offhand remark that the thief is still in London, causing the elderly Lord Guinness to bring an article in the Morning Chronicle, detailing how it's now possible to travel around the world in 80 days. The article states that one departs London by train for Dover, where one crosses to Calais and on to Paris. From there is a train journey to Brindisi and the Suez Canal, all within a week. Having rounded the Arabian Peninsula, one would arrive in Bombay on a day 20 and then a 3-day railway journey to Calcutta. Hong Kong is reached on day 33, Yokohama on day 39, and then a mammoth 3-week crossing to the Pacific to arrive in San Francisco on day 61. A week-long train crossing New York City, and then finally a 9-day crossing of the Atlantic back to London, making it possible to circumnavigate the globe in 80 days. The other members of the club laugh at Lord Guinness's suggestion that he would take on the challenge if he were younger, prompting Fogg to defend his honor by taking up the task himself. Sullivan bets Fogg 5,000 bits that is impossible, and additional wagers by 3 other club members increase the amount of 20,000 shillings, and then stuns the club by announcing that he will leave that very evening and promises to return to the club by 8:45 p.m. on the day of December 21st, 1872. Rigadone was less thrilled to hear the news of their impending trip, having spent his life traveling with the circus. However, he dutifully accompanies his master as they set out, with Tico still in hiding. Little do they know that, however, they were pursued by 3 individuals determined to halt their progress: Inspector Dix and Constable Bully of Scotland Yard, and are convinced that Fogg is a thief who robbed the Bank of England, and the wicked and conniving transfer, a saboteur who was hired by Mr. Sullivan to impede Fogg's journey in any way. The series has been distributed by BRB International and was co-produced with Televisión Española. As a result, BRB International must have given approval before the VHS release of the series was available. In December of 1985, Sony Video Software announced the release of the series on VHS in the US. From October 3rd, 1988 to June 4th, 1990. Select episodes were released in the United Kingdom on PAL VHS tapes by Video Collection International, then Lollipop Video, rated U for Universal and deemed suitable for all ages. In 1995, BRB International released 3 direct-to-video Willy Fogg movies: Around the World in 80 Days, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, each one created by heavily editing the first series from roughly 650 minutes in a total down to a truncated 75 minutes apiece. All the films were dubbed by Village Productions and had been previously dubbed the second series in the United Kingdom and later reached the US on DVD. Notably, the Village Productions dub of the first movie was able to secure use of the Intersound's English language version of the theme tune. In 2004, Revelation Films released 26 episodes of the anime on DVD in the United Kingdom across 5 Region 0 encoded discs. Extras included character profiles, the biology of Jules Verne, and bonus episodes of Arthur and the Square Knights of the Round Table and D'Artagnan and the Three Musket Hounds. In 2005, all 5 discs were collected in a complete series box set. Around 2016, the English dub of all the episodes of the series was uploaded to the official BRB International on popular video sharing site. Anyway, this is all I could talk about this anime that aired in 1987 in Japan and aired in August 1st, 1983 in Spanish. If you'd like to hear me talk more anime titles, write down in the comments below. Click thumbs up for a like, notify me, and don't forget to subscribe. Ponylover1989 signing off. And I am gonna go back and work out.